So Ivy here, coming at you with Rage Gaming. So I'm just going to recap what the latest article, it released 12 hours ago. Basically the first article since the dawning of what Destiny and Bungie and all them are going to plan on doing for the near future. I am going to be quoting a lot of this, and like I usually do, I will be leaving a link in the description box if you want to read the article yourself. But basically, I'm just going to have some random gameplay going on because I'm actually doing my EDZ Flashpoint right now, trying to collect money so I can post a chess video for you guys. And later on today, I will be doing a Xur video as well because of the obvious, you know, it's Friday. But it has not hit noon yet for my location, so I do not have Xur yet. Oh, look at that. Conveniently a chest right here. Alright, hold on a second. I'll start reading as soon as I get up to this point. If anyone's kept up on Destiny news, then I'm sure you're aware that the Crimson Days are coming back. Is that a high value target? Yes, it is. I hate Captain high value targets because, you know, they just bump all over the place. Plus I'm being shot back by a million frickin' things. Now watch I die in the process of trying to kill this high value target. Oh, look at that, conveniently up here. How the hell did I manage to do that one? Alright, so... Alright. Now I'm just gonna get a little bit away from this area. Hopefully don't die in the process. Alright, so there still is a minute left. Looks like I am being shot at. Alright, so it starts off with talking about game director Christopher Barrett. And he says, "Hi everyone, at the end of the last year, I made a promise that I would update you on our plans for Destiny 2. The team has been hard at work and we're ready to share where we are headed. We used to wait to talk about game updates until we were certain we could meet our deadlines to avoid letting players down if we changed our plans. No longer. We're not just listening, we are doing." So basically they're no longer gonna like wait until they have a certain update. They're just gonna kind of let you know a promise that they might be able to keep. I personally don't like this theory behind this because like I don't want to be disappointed if for some reason they can't do it, and everyone knows that everyone's gonna be pretty irritated if Bungie can't do what they said they're gonna do for Destiny. They're gonna be all looking at it as false promises, but if this is what they want, then I guess as long as they're doing what people want. Please keep in mind that the further out we make promises, the more they are subject to change. With that, Carvite, I have no idea how to say that. Here are our plans. And then it's going to start going into content. Like I said, I am doing, this is actually a voiceover, so, or not a voiceover, so I'm actually playing while doing this. And for any of those that were wondering like how I rank up so quickly, I mean, I haven't played Destiny in a while, so granted, but I mean like, on a normal day-to-day basis, if I was to play Destiny like I used to do, I just kind of feel like a little bit shameful for the time being about playing Destiny because of what's been going on in my life. I feel like I'm going to be shunned for it and judged and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's not that I mean to feel that way. I definitely love Destiny. I definitely love my fan base. It's just something I'm dealing with right now that I can't really explain to you in detail until later on. Alright, where is it? What? Okay, I don't even know how to make this high, or not high value, heroic. It's like missing. Oh. I wonder if it's like killed him too fast, that's why. Like I don't really want to kill him because I want that thing to spawn, and that's obviously not spawning. Is it like down in here or something? I don't know, I've seen some that spawn in pretty weird places. Alright, so yeah, I have no clue what's going on with that one. Alright, well, I'm waiting for that to spawn. It says Destiny content categories. Oh, apologize. Someone's calling the house. Okay, sorry, I apologize for the interruptions. I had a phone call coming in. I'm probably just gonna set for the rest of this gameplay. I apologize if it's boring. I have places to be today, so I am trying to do this very quickly. Like I said, I will try to upload 2 other videos, and definitely want to get more in the scheme of all of this because it's definitely something I enjoyed, and I don't think it's fair that I have to give it up just because I feel like I'm being judged. But anyways, I'm going to read what the rest of the article says. It says Destiny content and categories. One thing we want to set clear expectations for is which categories of content are available to everyone each season and which are exclusive to Destiny 2 expansions. Expansions are purchasable updates that typically add new story, destinations, and gear, as well as new Crucible, Strike, and Raid Layer content. Seasons introduce content that is made available to all players of Destiny 2 at no additional cost. So basically, like, the season changing is a DLC for everyone, and then there's also the DLC exclusive to the people who paid for the DLC. So it's a way to give players that can't afford the DLC or choose not to buy the DLC to be able to keep playing. It's definitely, I feel like it's good that they are, you know, making this obvious. It says Iron Banner faction rallies and their rewards will be available to everyone as part of Season 2. So that's a Season 2 reward. That's not a, what am I trying to say? It's not a expansion exclusive. Additionally, I am literally being killed by, or hit by a freaking high value target. Get the hell out of here. Like, oh yeah, totally, I'm not messing with you, so let's attack me. I guess that's one way to get high value targets to spawn, just sit down. Alright, so what else does it say? Additionally, going forward, we are making a change that new season or seasonal rewards from Crucible Strikes and Trials of the Nine will be available to all players. Then it says Faction Rallies returns on January 16th. Which so that's going to be the Tuesday after Martin Luther King Jr. Day, if you're in the United States, because I know not everyone is. And Iron Banner will be back January 30th. Definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to, and I got to mark those on my calendar. I definitely want to cover as much of those for you guys as I did last time. Eververse. We recognize that the scales are tipped too far, reading is horrible. Too far towards tests at the moment, and Eververse was never intended to be a substitute for endgame content and rewards, so we'll be making 3 categories for upcoming seasons. We're shifting the balance of new content in favor of activity rewards over bright engrams. This includes adding ghosts, sparrows, and ships that can only be found in a bright engram to achievement reward pools. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. My brain is malfunctioning today. We'll provide a gameplay path to earn bright engrams and all contain rewards, including event engrams. We'll give players more direct purchase options and make adjustments to bright engrams to allow players to get the items they want more often. I do apologize, I do have really bad dyslexia. My brain will start reading lines ahead of time and flops words with what I'm seeing. So I do apologize if my reading is horrible. I am clearly aware of this and I'm trying to make the best of it. We've begun impending these changes for the Crimson Days event beginning February 13th, with even more changes on the way in Season 3. Completing Nightfall Raid and Crimson Day milestones during Crimson Days will reward you with exclusive legendary emote, weapon skins, and exotic sparrows, respectively. Players will earn double engrams at level up, 1 Crimson engram, and 1 Illuminated engram for the duration of the event. Crimson engrams can also drop from completing the Crimson Days match and from completing the Crimson Days milestones on each character. Each Crimson engram is very strongly weighed to new rewards when decrypted until all new event items have been obtained. I'm probably going to die right here just because I don't feel like killing these horrible people. Oh yeah, just run right past me. XP rates. We are still investigating changes to XP earn rates. Our goal with any updates to XP are transparency and consistent XP gain regardless of your preferred activity. Right now it's too slow in general and lopsided towards grinding specific activities, which is not a fun grind, and we want to fix that without making those activities low value to players who aren't grinding them. Fairness is cool. Our first attempt turned out to be unworkably buggy, so we're having to investigate other angles. We will continue to update you as we move forward. So they basically just want to like level it out and make it fair for every player. Like I said, like I basically grind. There's just no way to look around it. I literally level up by grinding. And what I do is I open my milestone bar, which is in the directory, and just do all that. Every day, every week. That's how I got to the level that I'm at. And as you go, those stuff will drop higher and higher. And certain stuff like flashpoint engrams will obviously drop higher than normal engrams. So that definitely helps a lot too. And I kind of just figure out, you know, infusing and all that stuff to like rank my character up. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the equalized XP is going to affect engram drops and the rate that they drop at and how high they drop at. Feature roadmap. There are 3 releases that we want to put on your radar right now. Later releases will get more specific dates as they get closer. The following content and features will be available to all Destiny 2 players regardless of the expansion ownership. January 30 update. Masterwork armor, which we already have masterwork weapons, which drops the little orbs and has a certain amount increase towards one of the perks that you can roll on it. We're expanding the Masterwork system to include armor. Masterwork armor provides increased damage reduction while using your super. You can re-roll the armor stat type on Masterwork armor, and similar to Masterwork weapons, you can upgrade a piece of armor to Masterwork by spending Masterwork cores and legendary shards. Raid reward rework. Sorry, that was a lot. We're updating raid rewards to make them more unique and interesting. They will now feature mods with raid specific perks, and we are adjusting the rewards to ensure a raid item drops for each major encounter. The raid vendor will also directly sell Leviathan and Eater of Worlds armor and weapons for purchase with raid tokens and legendary shards. We are also adding a new ghost with raid specific perks that has a chance to drop from the Leviathan and the Eater of Worlds final encounters. We intend to return to creating more raid and other activity unique rewards in the future. This is kind of a down point for me because if anyone knows me or watches my videos, you know that I don't play the raid, mostly because I don't have a team, and it's not that I'm bad at it, it's just that people get very hostile when they're trying to beat the raid and they're clearly failing at it, so they tend to take it out on me even though I'm not a bad player. I just really can't deal with the cocky, rude remarks from people just because you accidentally die. Like, seriously guys, it's a game, you can just knock it off. And yeah, that's why I don't do the Nightfall and I don't do the raid. It's just, I can't stand people being rude. So I just kind of stick to the strikes and anything that I can do without having to deal with other people. I actually had messaging blocked on my PlayStation account due to the fact that I've played with random strangers and have gotten insults. So it's like, seriously, back off. Like, you don't know who I am, and I play just as good as you, if not better, and you're insulting me because you're having a bad day or your ego's so huge or something like that. Like, yeah, 95% of the Destiny fan base are men, and it's just a little ridiculous how they treat some of the other players on this game. But anyways, the February update. Strike scoring, high score tracking. Strike scoring is coming to the Nightfall and replacing the current time limit mechanic. The scoring is similar to Destiny 1 system, but with the adjustments to emphasize competitive execution of strike objectives and support for players selectively score modifiers. In February, Nightfall high scores will be exposed in-game via new emblems and will unlock rewards. We also have plans for clan and community high scores in the works. Mods 2.0. Work is underway on a full rework of armor and weapon mods. This will force on reducing redundant mods, more unique theming, and greatly increase their impact on your power. We are aiming for a February release, but the scope of the rework could push parts or all of it out to early spring. We will be evaluating how mods play into the Bright Engram economy as a result because we're sensitive to play-to-win outcomes. Quick play improvements. We are adjusting game mode rules to increase the pace of gameplay and power ammo inquisition. I probably did not say that right. In quick play. PC tower chat. We are adding text chat to the tower for PC versions of the game. exotic repetition reduction. This will prevent players from receiving the same exotic twice in a row. You will still receive duplicates, just not consecutively. So yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would kind of try to eliminate, not necessarily completely, but a little more of the like repeating, because I've definitely, even if it's not right in a row, got tons and tons of repeats. But I mean, I can understand that you can only go so far in the game and collect so much before you are going to get repeats, but it would definitely be nice if they could at least like showcase what you don't have, so then you know what you're holding out for. Because I feel like I just don't have nothing to grind for on my Titan, because it feels like I have everything because I get so many repeats. Fire team members on destination maps. You will finally be able to see the other members of your fire team on the destination map. No more having to ask your fire team where they went when they fast travel to another landing zone. That is definitely a perfect thing for, like, especially if you do like public events, that it was so annoying, like, oh, I went to this one and you went to that one, because you know you can't see where your player went, and it's kind of stupid. Like, if you weren't gonna do this tactic, they should have at least made it so that the fire team moves, you move, because of the obvious, you know, that's how it works. If you go, the fire team leader goes to orbit, you go to orbit. So I don't know why that just went past them, that they never thought that that would be important. Spring 2018, we're taking the time we need in development of Expansion 2 that will allow us to react to players' feedback from Curse of Osiris. In the coming months, we'll talk to you more about what you can expect to find in Destiny 2's next story. The team is eager to show you what you've been working on. The independent of Expansion 2, the team will deliver a number of new features that will be released before or during Season 3. Every player of Destiny 2 will receive new content in the following categories. Then they have Crucible, which, if you guys want to read this, I'm not going to go through everything on here. And then it has additional highlights. It's basically going to go over what you can get in Season 3. I mean, Season 3 is definitely far out there. And then it says Fall 2018 or sooner, and I'm not going to read that either. I mean, if you guys want to, you can go ahead and read the description box, but basically it's just gonna go over everything in the future. I try to stay away from the far future or even the spring for right now, because of the fact that so much changes. I don't want to be part of the problem with Destiny and making these promises for Bungie when they don't even know if they can keep them themselves. So anyways, other than that, I'll see you guys later.